All right, let's fucking hash.
You've been gone.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Whoa, I'm super tall today. Gotta get a little shorter. Oh, there we go. What's up, everybody? Welcome to a Monday night stream. Hope everybody had a good Monday. I might say that every show now. Happy Thursday, everybody. Got a lot to talk about today in a short amount of time. We're gonna keep the show brief today, but we got a lot going on in crypto, a lot going on in XenBlocks. I'm excited to dive into this new XenBlocks technology. That's gonna be fun. We'll take a look at DBZen. We'll check out Bitcoin in the charts. Gotta open the window. It's kind of stuffy up here. But yeah, let's get into it. As always, I like to start with the crypto bubbles, see what's popping off. Let me make sure my miner's not running. My miner might be running. My computer's lagging pretty hard. But on the crypto bubbles, we can see we got Floki up 25%. That's pretty crazy. That's random. I heard they might have some new use case coming out, some kind of technology. I'm not sure if it's like a staking or blockchain or airdrop or something. A wallet maybe, I'm not even sure. But I heard they had some kind of something coming. Gala's up 16%. That's a pretty crazy one. Gaming coin. Got Rune up 7%, Neo up 7%. That's random. Pepe up 4%. Let me just restart my Linux service here in Windows. Give me 1 second. There we go. Cool. All right. So let's go take a look at Bitcoin on the charts, see what's happening today. It's been kind of a quiet day. Definitely a little pullback on the markets. Heard there's some FUD, but Bitcoin's still hanging out. It's still hanging out at 34,170 right now. That's pretty nice to see. So this is on the weekly. Let's zoom in here a little bit because we were doing some TA on the stream last night. That was kind of fun. And let's see what we got here. So this is on the 4 hour. Looks like we were kind of zoomed in here. Yeah. So it's just kind of moving sideways. I mean, it's just still in this. Not really much action. Just still in this channel here. We can delete all these squiggly lines. They don't mean anything anymore. But who knows what's going to happen? I think everybody's waiting for the big news now. You know, everybody that wanted to buy Bitcoin bought some. And now it's just kind of people are thinking, oh, should we take profits? No, it's coming down. Let me buy some more. You know, is the ETF news going to come out? Oh, now they're going to delay it. SEC is talking about how they have 10 different ETFs to approve. That's pretty crazy. Let's see here. I retweeted, yeah, I wanted to watch this again on stream. I thought this was super interesting. This was a couple weeks ago in Congress when Gary Gensler had to testify. Whoa. Talking about how they have whoops. I have music playing from somewhere and I'm not sure where. Is it this one? There we go. Okay. We're all good now.
Pokemon.
So this is Gary Gensler in Congress. The senator asks him a simple question about Pokemon cards. And this is the state of our Congress right now. or the state of our SEC more specifically.
Shut the fuck up.
You could purchase a Pokemon card. I don't know what the context is, but if you're just purchasing a Pokemon card,
If I purchase a Pokemon
at
card, is that a security
retail store,
transaction?
that's not a security.
Okay. If I were to purchase a tokenized Pokemon card on a digital exchange via a blockchain, is that a security transaction?
I'd have to know more.
Okay. So for you, the process of tokenization is what transforms a non-security
just said
transaction into a security transaction?
Look, if the investing
I thought you were
public-
technology neutral.
If the investing public is anticipating profits based upon the efforts of others and they're exchanging funds, that's the core.
I see
of
my
that
time has
investment.
expired, so.
So here we have Gary fucking Gensler doesn't know the difference between a Pokemon card and an NFT. And he's basically saying that, oh, because it's an NFT, it's a security. And this is the guy that has to approve the Bitcoin ETF. Like, is it ever going to happen? I don't know if he's ever going to do it. He might just keep this going for years. Pretty wild. So yeah, Tech Ken, no news on an ETF yet. But Bitcoin still, it found good support over the last day or so. I mean, obviously this could come right back down. Do a little Bart Simpson. But, and that might happen if Gary Gensler comes out and says, no, we're going to wait, or, you know, he's actively finding reasons. Capricious reasons. Isn't that what the judge said? Capricious reasons. What's up, Smith? Bring back FPS to stream. How old is Gary? He can't stay there forever. I know, right? He's just a puppet. But let's see what we got today. What's moving? Oh shit. Yeah, Gala up 17% in the last day. Oh, I'm looking at the BTC pairs. We were talking about that last night on the stream. What's moving against BTC? It's always interesting to look at. But let's look at the watch list. See if we got anything moving here. AVAX is up 5% on the day. NIR's up 4%. So altcoins are slowly creeping up. Zen's looking down a little bit. Down 6%, but it's still at 606, which is crazy to me. It pumped hard. Let's go take a look at the Zen ecosystem. Stop mining XenBlocks on Stream PC. I know, right? Hey, I let it run all day when I'm at work. It's got to take a break. This is its break when we're streaming. All right, let's take a look at the watch list here. How is our Zen TA looking? So last night we were talking about this SR flip, how it's coming up to this yellow line, bouncing off it. Finally it got above it, and now it's bouncing off it again. But this time it's using it as support instead of resistance. So we were watching this level, and with the confluence in the golden pocket, it came down and touched it and pumped, and then it came down and it bounced again. So that's really strong. I mean, that's a really strong support right there. And then we have these nice green candles on the hourly chart. Wow, it got all the way up to 6078. That's so cool. Shout out to the Zen community. But yeah, you see a lot of red over here on what is this? Uniswap. But all the Zens are generally green, probably. Okay, so yeah, looking at Polygon, Matic Zen. It had the same thing. So we were like, last night, we drew the circle and we said, hey, we gotta watch this level. If we fall through, it's gonna get dangerous. We came up, we came back down, and we bounced off it perfectly. So we're kind of watching this level again. Phantom Zen. Yeah, Binance Zen got that big pump with the I'm assuming it's Zen garbage dump. That's why it's pumping, or it's just pumping with BNB maybe. Shout out to the 12 viewers. And yeah, Pulse Chain Zen starting to cool off a little bit. Yeah, it doesn't know what it wants to do. I guess we could adjust this. But then we also got to move this here, so we're not really breaking out and we're not really falling through. It's just kind of flagging out still. It's just in this flag. Usually a falling wedge like this is bullish, but you can't really tell with something like Zen on Pulse Chain. This is way too volatile. What we can do is look at the price in Pulse versus USD, and that kind of gives us a good idea of if people are getting in and out. Obviously, the USD pair also depends on the price of Pulse. So when Pulse Chain drops, the USD price of PZen also drops. But when you look at it versus PLS instead of versus USD, you get a more true. You know, it's versus Pulse Chain instead of versus USD. It's more of an accurate representation of the liquidity pool, if that makes sense. And yeah, you can. It kind of looks like Bitcoin. I mean, it looks like it followed Bitcoin. It had that big pump, and now we're just kind of moving sideways. Let's go take a look at DBZen. How's DBZen doing? I saw we had a big dip today. Oof, $1.27. Yeah, it basically fell through all support. And that's unfortunate. I mean, looks like it's trying to recover a little bit, but it could very well. It's very well going to retest and then kind of form that falling knife. There needs to be a way to solve this liquidity problem, whether it is dbzen.game or something like that, but the problem is people just are draining the liquidity pool because if you have a ton of Zen, you have a little edge. You know, you get a little more DBZen to dump. Eventually this liquidity is just going to be gone and the price is going to be nothing unless people start building liquidity in DBZen. I mean, there's got to be a way to do it. Like, I picture something like with Zen.game, like instead of buy and burn Zen, you like buy ETH and pair it with DBZen or something. You can just like create this like liquidity machine. That'd be pretty slick. But yeah, that's why you see these big numbers down 23%, down 27%. Down 36% on Pulse Chain. Ouch. It is still over $5, which I feel like that, you know, this is exactly what we've been saying over the last few days. For that first week of DBZen, that supply starts exploding. You know, the first day there's only 10,000, then there's 20,000, then there's 30,000, and that just drives the price down. You know, tokens get dumped on the market every single day because that supply continues to explode. It does kind of look like it found a bottom though. I mean, obviously whoever provided liquidity there, $792. We're gonna retrace the wick. That'd be hilarious. But that low supply is how it pumped up to $100 on Ethereum. I mean, the rewards are pretty nice over on DBZen. I'm so mad at myself. I forgot the clock ends at 9. So like I went to burn at 9:15 this morning and it was already over. I was pretty salty with myself. So I didn't burn last night. Yeah, how low did it actually go? It got down to $1.07. So there's a chance we could see DBZen under $1. I mean, it's right there. It's knocking at the door. But it did get bought up. I mean, that's a pretty And that's the thing with these low supply coins. That's why I like them so much. Basically a 25% pump. So if you were able to catch us at $1, you're up 25%. 27%. So volatile. But let's switch over to Pulse Chain here. Check the rewards on DBZen. Even though I don't have any more... I'm so mad I didn't burn. That's so stupid. Because I basically missed out, you know, on a third of what I would have got on day 3. What's up, Craig Crypto? What's up, Smith? What's up, Tech Ken? What's up, Rich? Hey, Janet. Hope you guys are having a good night. So that's pretty solid. We got 735,000 PLS with 15 DBZen. I'll take that. I did unstake my the one that was in my DBZ NFT. I'm curious if that got anything since I removed the DBZen from it. Because that should have drained the power, right? It shouldn't get anything, but I guess it still has some Zen in it. So yeah, I got like 30,000 PLS with no DBZen. It is kind of disappointing about the DBZ NFTs. It's a little different than I thought it'd be. The pool's not as active. People aren't wrapping their NFTs every day. And I kind of just want to wrap 1 or 2, and my goal was like I was gonna wrap one, then just kind of build the power up and have like one really good one. But I guess the point is you need multiple, and like you should wrap every day, and that would add more fees to the pool, and then everybody gets, you know, that doesn't seem to be happening. But it does with the vanilla pool, the regular pool, so definitely a big fan there. I desperately want someone to set up the Zen miner for me. Off work next 3 days, willing to pay. Hell yeah, Rich, let's do it this weekend. I'm trying to set up like a secure way to do it. Because I work in IT. I'm very familiar with IT security, so it terrifies me to have any of you people connecting to my computer and my setup, especially when I have MetaMask set up. You know, I almost want to like build a VM and have like some special software, set up a different private network for it or something. You know, I'm definitely not using. I had someone send me a TeamViewer link. Like, I hope they, you know. I felt disrespected, like they were gonna hack me or something. It kind of weirded me out, so I'm on high alert. But I do want to like do like a maybe a Discord session, or we could do a Teams call. So I'm trying to figure that out. That is one of the perks of being a member. So, you know, any of the members, we can set up a one-on-one session. I'm just trying to figure out that piece. You know, I need to figure out the process first. But yeah, I see you got the membership, so you're definitely on the list. We can set up a one-on-one session for sure. Yeah, that's something that's pretty fun about YouTube. I recently got the partnership, so things like the membership. We'll be doing a private live stream this weekend. It also comes with the Zen.game alerts. So I have the email server running. Whenever the Zen.game pot gets low, whenever there's Zen to burn in the pot, it'll actually send me an email, or send you an email as well if you're a member. And I've had some pretty big burns here just from getting the email. No, there's like $50 of Zen sitting in the pot, so I just burned the Zen. But this is starting to stay pretty low. People are burning pretty frequently. But also the gas is up. Yeah, like look at this. Someone just burned 40 million Zen right here a couple hours ago. But the ETH gas has been high as hell all day. So there hasn't been too many keys bought. In the last 6 hours, only 3 different people have bought keys. But there is still 6 hours, you know, once it gets closer. I recently set up the reset alerts. So if the reset meter changes, if it's like 95%, it'll send out an email when the game resets. So I was able to get some keys for the low for cheap just from those alerts. So they can be kind of annoying. I had a couple people ask me to turn them off, but if you want them turned on, just become a Hashhead member down in the hit the join button down below and send me your email address and I'll add you to the list and you'll get the alerts for the game. They're instant. You know, it's just the cool thing is on your phone you can also set VIP contacts. So even if I have my phone like on silent, I can set it to alert me. I can set like a custom alert sound. So anytime I hear that specific sound, it tells me it's the game. So I can either choose to ignore it or go take care of it. Why do you think the pool's lower? Was 64 ETH? Oh, you're talking the prize pool? The game ended, so this is actually round 2. This is the second round. So shout out to Superbly. He actually won 32 ETH, which was then split. The other 32 ETH went to the Apex holders, the key burners, and then there was 6.5 ETH carried over to the next round, which was 10%. So 10% got carried over to round 2. And so this started at 6.5 ETH, but now it's up to 15. And yeah, we're in round 2 as end game. I was mad. I had the alert set up and everything, but I had to go into a meeting at work. And it was like an hour and a half. Yeah, I give interviews and stuff at work, so I come out and I check my phone and I see I got alert, and then I looked at Telegram and the game was over. I missed it. I was too busy on my job. So I was pretty salty about that, but it's whatever. I mean, I got responsibilities. Shouldn't it grow to 64 ETH again? Yeah, so when people buy keys, it takes a portion of that, puts it in each of the pots. So as the game goes on, more people will buy keys and the pot will grow. And every time someone buys a key, it adds more time to the clock. So no one's really buying keys right now because the gas is high, so it's super expensive. But when gas is low, people will buy keys and the time will go up. Also when the timer gets low, obviously, you want to be the last one to buy the key and then you get the entire pot. So it'll definitely, it'll grow. I mean, I don't think anyone expected the first round to end. So, you know, everyone was saying, oh, that's never going to end. That's never going to end. So no one was paying attention to it because everyone was saying it was never going to end. And then it ended because no one was watching it. So, this might be the round that never ends. Or it's gonna just end. It's gonna end on like a 2 p.m. on a Wednesday or whatever. We'll see. I'm definitely participating though, especially those alerts help. So I hope you guys become a Hashhead below. Cray Crypto, I know you get the emails. Do you check the emails? Or are they too annoying? Are there too many? Crypto 420 thoughts on mining CAS? I'm very new to mining. You know, XenBlocks is my first foray into mining. I am familiar with Caspa from the TA perspective. You know, that's been one of the biggest pumpers of 2023. I mean, that coin went absolutely crazy. But I think recently there was some kind of drama or some kind of, they did the miners dirty or something. I can't remember exactly what happened. Maybe the halving was mishandled or something. But yeah, Caspa's a good one. I've been thinking about buying a position in Caspa. See if we can find a chart with some more history. Yeah. So this time last year, holy shit, it was 201. So it was a tenth of a penny. Currently it's 5 cents. So if you bought Caspa a year ago, you'd be up 4,000%. But I'm not sure about the miners. I don't know. I'm not sure of I don't know about the project. I do know, obviously, it's a proof of work project, but we'll have to look into it. They're good? Hell yeah. So we got DBZen going. I'm liking this protocol share fee share on Pulse Chain is nice. And I think it was Roz tweeted something like half of the Zen supply was burned or something crazy. Let's go check it out. Is that almost 50% of the available PZen liquid supply? What would happen if the PZen supply would drain out? So total Zen burned, is that trillion? 19 trillion? That's crazy. So the liquid supply, half of the liquid supply of PZen has been burned. That's pretty intense. Shout out to Crypto Bro. PZen up 418% since the bottom buy. That's what's up. Who will be the first PZen max batch burner? Richard Hart, Sir Cleo, Mr. Jack Levin, or Razvan. I said Razvan. It's because it's his project. He gets all the credit. Shout out to Roz. Shout out to Starfish. Those guys are so inspiring. DBZen is awesome. It's by far my favorite project in the Zen ecosystem. Although XenBlocks is pretty cool too. And Zen Game is doing so much on ETH. I'm really excited to see if they pair up with DBZen, or if what happens when this gets launched on like Pulse Chain. I think that would be nuts. I think the DGens over on Pulse Chain would love this. And I think it would buy and burn so much Pulse Zen, so much PZen. You know, it's a gambling game. The DGens would love it for sure.
That's for the DGens and OGs.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so let's get into the XenBlocks thing. I'm really curious. I haven't looked into it. I get the concept of it. But right before the stream, I kind of did some homework. I was going through Jack's messages, trying to figure out what this new file was on the GitHub. So if we come over to the Zen Miner, there's this folder called utilities, and now there's this listener.py. So I was kind of reading through the messages. So Jack says, haha, now in a different window, tail WebSocket data. Anyone who connects will get all the fresh block records. The code or similar code like this will be used to keep the 21 block proposer nodes in sync. So we're basically testing the block proposer software, the code that's built in Python. That's so cool. That's crazy. So this is and it's just a test. It's a test of the block proposer software. History is coming as blockchain blocks, where block table is just recent transactions. So I believe this is the part, the building of the lightweight blocks. I believe that's what this is doing. So it's basically a listener. It listens to the nodes and constructs the blocks and then submits them for mining. I think that's my understanding of what this is. Our time at most is 100 milliseconds, which means we're at 2,500 transaction a seconds. That's beefy. I thought this was interesting. He posted like this wall of code and he says, I see a monkey picture. That's hilarious. So I believe what this is doing is testing some transactions, or not transactions, node connectivity and peer-to-peer transactions maybe. So what I have no idea. So let's go pop it into ChatGPT and see what's actually happening here. Let's go move this over here. But man, I'm addicted to ChatGPT. I am in it all day. I've thought about getting a second account for when I get rate limited. So then I can just switch over and continue to work. But let's go ahead and paste this in here. We'll use the advanced data analysis. And tell me what this script does, what it is used for. Does it have any prereqs? What do the functions do? Let's see what ChatGPT says about the script. This listener. So this script appears to communicate with a WebSocket server. It receives data from it, processes that data, and stores the processed results in the SQLite database in a text file. Let's break down the script and its functionalities. So initializes the SQL database, computes a truncated SHA hash. Writes the timestamp, blah, blah, blah. So it listens for incoming WebSocket messages. If the message is Pong, it increments a counter. When this counter reaches 5, sets the ready to true flag indicating the server's ready. If the ready flag is true and the message is not Pong, it processes the received data using the process data function. Continuously sends hello messages to the WebSocket server every second. Main. This is the main coroutine. It tries to establish a connection to a WebSocket server, XenBlocks.io. Once connected, it initiates 2 asynchronous tasks, one to read from the WebSocket and the other to send the hello messages. If there's an exception, like a connection error, it waits 5 seconds. The script's designed to communicate with the WebSocket server to receive blocks or transactions. The server seems to have a handshake mechanism where the client sends hello, and once the server's ready, it sends 5 Pong messages back. So yeah, it's just basically testing the peer-to-peer, it sounds like. Just making sure it can send and receive messages, I guess. So let's go ahead and run it. Let's see what happens. One second here. Sorry, I was just trying to find the folder that I had it in. Here we go. So I have the listener.py. I'm not sure if it needs to be in the same folder that I've been running the sync node in, but I put it in there anyway. So we did the 5 Pong messages, server's ready for transmission, and now it's doing something. This is extremely high ping right here, 4,000, 4,200, and now we're in the 70 to 90 range. Generally under 100 is okay, but wow, 10-second ping, that's kind of funny. That might be my computer though while I'm streaming. And I'm also on Wi-Fi, which is extremely not smart to do when you're streaming. This is probably completely tearing up my connection. What's up, Dank? Welcome, welcome. So we're testing out this listener.py file. It's been added to the Miner GitHub. So all the imported libraries to be installed. Yada yada. What does this mean? Be super literal with it. What does this mean? This appears to be the output of the print statement from the process data function in the script. So the diff is the difference in milliseconds between the timestamp embedded within the message from the received WebSocket server and the local timestamp, the time when the message was processed. It gives an idea of the delay or latency when the script was generated at the server and when it was processed by the script. It's interesting. I wonder what I'm syncing my time with. I have no idea. What's the Windows command to check my NTP server? I wonder what NTP server the server's using. So NTP is like a network time protocol. It's basically how the internet keeps time. And if your time is off, then things like SSL certificates and authentication won't work properly. I am not even running the time service. That's kind of funny. God, this turned into IT real quick. Let me go ahead and start the Windows time service. You motherfucker. All right, so now that I updated my time, yeah, what are my NTP peers? Time.windows.com. I'm currently using time.windows.com. What is a more accurate or publicly used time server? So I'm basically asking for a different time server. I'm just curious if this will change, if it'll make my times more accurate. The NTP, is that pool.ntp? Yeah. All right. Give me the Windows command to set my system to the ntp.org pool. So computer networks have different NTP servers. Right now mine's using time.windows.com, which is probably fine. I'm sure it's accurate. But I'm just going to change it just to see if I get any difference. Because right now we're getting... Where did that go? Yeah, we're getting like very high ping times, getting like 150 milliseconds, 142 milliseconds. But that also might be because of my Wi-Fi sucks, you know, while I'm streaming. So let's do this. We're gonna set the NTP servers. Access denied, wrong window. All right, let's try that again. So we changed it from windows.time. Now we're gonna restart the services. We'll resync the clock. And now we'll check the peers. So before this said time.windows.com, now it says 0.pool.ntp.org. So that's kind of cool. I don't think it's going to do anything though for me. Here, let's restart the script, see if that does anything. Got too many windows open right now, what the hell? All right, let's see. Here we go. So connected to server, pong, pong, pong. Server's ready. Extremely high, 3-second ping time. So I'm pretty sure that's just my, that is my on my end. Extremely horrible ping times for sure, while I'm streaming over Wi-Fi. So I get it is to be expected. That's kind of funny. So does it use the 24-hour clock, or is it synchronized to your time zone? So that's what I did. So like if you think about how time and like you know, we could be in the same time zone, but we could set our clocks differently, and then how would our messages, you know, align if we're sending messages electronically? So what computer networks do is they synchronize with a specific time server. By default, my Windows machine was using the time.windows.com. So like all the Windows machines will ask time.windows.com what time it is, and that way we're all synced up on the same time. I wanted to change it just to see if maybe it would help my ping times, but I'm sure it's the same time. I mean, it's all the same. They all sync up anyway. But this is definitely the network connectivity on my end, and it might also be the disk. My disk it's probably going crazy right now while I'm streaming. We could check. Let's see. Yeah, you can see my is my miner running? I think my miner's running. That'd be pretty funny. I thought I restarted the service, but maybe I didn't. Oh wait. Tmux attached session. Wow, it is running. That's funny. Hey, well now I know I can stream and mine at the same time. That's why my computer's running like shit. My CPU's at 100%. My memory's at half gone. I got 32 gigs of memory and it's 50% consumed. That's pretty funny. So this might be the contributing factor. You can see what I'm doing with the 1080 here. It's not bad. Currently getting 600 hashes a second with this old GTX 1080. It's not even a 1080i. It's just a regular 1080. And I'm streaming while it's working. I'm afraid to check the temperature. Let's go check the hardware monitor. I don't think I can zoom in on this. The hotspot's 91.5 degrees, and that's with the side of the case off. So it's starting to get hot in here. That's why I was at the beginning of the stream I said it was stuffy in here. This is probably why. I got a space heater. But now I'm curious if I stop the miner. Do my ping times get better? Is there better processing speed? Probably not. I'm sure it's the Wi-Fi. Please don't break the Harry Potter computer. That's funny. We'll have to install it on the one downstairs. Drop the AC temp. Yeah. I got the windows open. It's fall. It's fall in Ohio. So yeah, this is kind of cool. So we're basically testing. Let's go back to those screenshots real quick.
All right, let's fucking hash.
So I've set up a broadcasting station. So that's the WebSocket server that ChatGPT's talking about. Jack says he set up the broadcasting station. Anyone who connects will get fresh block rewards. Tail. Okay, so I can tail the... So let's try that then. Oh, I can't because I'm running it in Let's do this. I'm just gonna copy this whole folder over. I'm gonna have to move it to the Linux root. Stop the sync node. All right, so what we're gonna do now, in the screenshot, so in the XenBlocks chat, Jack says that you can tail the WebSocket data to see like the test transaction data. So we're gonna try that. We're gonna see what that looks like, if it's still running. Hopefully it's still running. But I can't do that unless I'm running it from Linux. So I just copied that miner folder over to my WSL instance, which is the Windows subsystem for Linux. Whoops. Ah. So we're gonna go ahead and log into WSL here. We're gonna open XenMiner main. First, we're gonna run the listener.py. Oh, listener. Ah, keyboard's messing with me. So we're ponging now. We're over here ponging. And now we're gonna open a second WSL window and we're going to type in the tail command for this, which should show us some information. Let me find that screenshot over here. So he said tail-f WebSocket data.txt. So we'll go tail-f WebSocket data.txt. Oh, first you got to be in the folder. Where are you? That's weird. I can see it here. I can see the file. Oh, I'm in the wrong folder. Ah. It's in the XenMiner main folder, not the GPU miner. It's always my fault. Yeah, it's never it's always me making the mistake. The code is infallible. All right, so we have some kind of data moving here. Look, they look like hashes. You can see the hash here. You see the P equals $1, then the hash has a timestamp here. I guess these are block numbers. So this is the list of recent transactions. That's pretty slick. If we zoom in here, just look at this top row. We have our timestamp. We have the current block number. So we're up to 4 million blocks, and then we have that block's hash. And then this. I'm not sure what this is. Oh, that must be the comparison. It's struggling. So cool. So this is, we're just basically testing the server. Yeah, and you can see the blocks. You can see the times on the left, and you can see the block data on the right with the actual hash. It's pretty cool. Gonna go say what's up to the XenBlocks Telegram. Testing it live on stream right now. With my slow ass Wi-Fi. Yeah, shout out to the guys in the XenBlocks Telegram. These guys are so cool. We got Smitty out here making these templates on Vast AI, helping out. We got Woody making all the minor updates. Jack's just on another level every day, coming out with some stuff like this. This is so awesome. Like, I feel like I want to contribute, but I can barely keep up with these guys. But it's an awesome feeling. Like, there's always something new to learn. Like, anytime I want to sit down and look at some XenBlock stuff, like today, there's something new to test. There's something new to try, and it's been a blast. So on the left, you have the monitor.py, or not monitor. What is it called? Listener. You have the listener.py. This is basically connecting to Jack's WebSocket server and testing transactions, basically. This is broadcast. So Jack in the chat says, so this is broadcasting how we achieve first step in consensus for a transaction. For sure, for sure. Let's refer back to the screenshots. We'll take a look here. So in this right window, we're running the tail with the WebSocket data. It's basically I think they're test transactions going to this broadcast server to Jack's broadcasting station. Anyone who connects gets the fresh block records. So these are basically the fresh blocks. You can see the block numbers here, the hash data, and it looks like Xen 11 blocks. So the history is coming as blockchain blocks, where the blocks table is just the recent transactions. So that's what this is, I believe. Our time is at most 100 milliseconds, which means, see, unfortunately, my time, I have really slow Wi-Fi. I'm betting if I did this on my computer downstairs, I'd get much more consistent. I've seen this shoot up into thousands a few times, which is seconds. You know, if you're dealing with milliseconds and you get a 4,000 millisecond ping time, that's a 4-second ping time. Something's wrong there. But like I said, I am streaming over Wi-Fi, so but yeah, this is fun. So let's go back and see what now that we kind of see it in action, have a better understanding. Let's see what ChatGPT said about it again. Revisit that real quick. So give me a quick overview of the WebSocket data processing script we reviewed above. So this basically, the script communicates with the WebSocket server to receive and process data, storing the process results in the database in a text file. So that's this that's the WebSocket. That's this right here. It's showing the output to that text file with the tail command. Script connects to XenBlocks.io. Once connected, it basically says hello and pongs and make sure there's a strong connection there. You see that when you start the script? I can't go back that far. Let's restart it real quick. But when you start the script, you get the receive pong pong pong, basically just pinging and making sure it's a solid connection before it starts the transmission and the data processing. When the data is received from the WebSocket server, the script processes it as follows. It decompresses the data, splits it into multiple parts, computes a truncated SHA-256 hash of the decompressed data, writes the timestamp and the decompressed data to the text file, which is, again, this right here, and then inserts the processed data into the SQLite database. So that's something I noticed. So I guess it does need the blockchain.db file. and it'll create a new table of these recent transactions. Very cool. Very cool. If there's a connection error, it'll wait 5 seconds. The database table blocks has column block ID, hash to verify key, account, and created at. The script writes decompressed data and a timestamp to the data. Okay. Script's designed for real-time data acquisition from the WebSocket server, likely related to blocks or transactions. So this is that part of the flow chart. It's the delegated consensus. It's testing. I think this is the testing that transmission layer, where it's basically testing the hash that needs to be verified by the miner with the node that would be staking. I think that's what we're testing here. Towards building that consensus. But man, it's fun to test it. So yeah, I hope you guys participate. I hope there's a lot of cool utilities. We were talking about these in the XenBlocks chat as well. You can run these against the database to create the tables, so it's a little easier to manage the data. Like in my Python scripts, I had that whole indexer script, and that's completely not needed. You don't need to create a copy of the database. You can just run these against the database, and it'll do its thing. What else we got? While we're here, we can also follow up on what we did last night. See if I can do this from memory. But basically, if I type in vast AI show instances, it'll show me my miners that are running. If I spell it right. So yeah, with their command line little app thing, you type in vast AI show instances. I can see that my machine's running, currently at 96.2 utilization. And that's a cool, I need to go back and snip that, but we basically go over how you can monitor the prices. I think it's vast AI show offers. Show autoscalers, show invoices, show instances. Maybe it's just offers? I can remember off the top of my head. I know it's right in front of me here, though. Search offers. There it is. So these are the actual offers. So I really want to spend some time creating a script that will monitor these offers and then alert me somehow, maybe via email, when some cheap miners for a good price are available. And they make this available, and you can actually reserve the miner with the script too. We did it live on the stream last night. So that's a lot of fun. I'm excited to build that. I'm hoping to have it built by Saturday. Maybe we'll shoot a video in the morning and get that uploaded. We also have the... I want to check on the miner that I've been running via... I got those 3070s for 4 3070s for 30 cents. That was a pretty nice find. I was pretty happy about that. So 33 cents an hour, 4 3070s. Let's go connect and take a look. So we'll type in, I'll paste this code, then I'm going to do SSH-I, my key for the key authentication. Oh wait. Try that again. Gotta be in the right directory. Now I'll attach to my TMUX session. And here we go. I can barely read that. But we're getting about 4,900 hashes a second. So just under 5,000 hashes a second. Been running this for almost 3 days exactly. So we set this up live on stream 3 days ago. Since then, we've mined 102 normal blocks and 152 Zuni blocks on these 4 instances. So gives you an idea. That's a really, I think that's a pretty sweet deal. You know, I'm basically paying 30 cents an hour. Let's figure the math out. Why not? So this has been running for 72 hours times 33 cents. If we divide that by 100, basically paid 23 cents per block. But also these are times 10, so it would actually be like 2.3 cents. Yeah, so basically, that's kind of cool. I hate to do that. That's definitely some hopium shit. That's some, but trying to figure out the cost of your mining compared to the amount of Xenium and Zunis and super blocks that you have, and trying to see like what you actually paid for each one, kind of setting a break-even price for yourself, taking all the money that you spent on mining and comparing that, say like, you know, I basically spent like 2 cents per Xenium or something like that. It'll be interesting to see if it ever gets a price. That's why it's hopium. Don't fall for the hopium. Stick to the nerd stuff. That's what we're here for. We're here to learn. We learn by testing and doing fun stuff like this. So you can see the recent blocks are coming in. You can see the hash data. You can see the difference in the time. So there's a 68 millisecond difference. That's pretty crazy. But on that note, we've been going for over an hour now. Not too much going on in the crypto world tonight. I think Bitcoin's taking a little breather. The market's had a big week. People are taking a little bit of profits. But we're still holding 34,000. That's amazing to me. We're up there, and we're hanging up there. Quick look at the 15-minute. You just see we're in this channel bouncing back and forth between 34,000 and 35,000. So keep your eye on the news. Watch out for that ETF news. I feel like that's coming any day, but it could be months. It could be years. I'm pretending I'm an early Bitcoiner. I feel like that. I feel that for sure. Especially being my first time mining. Like I always thought, I never really liked mining. To me, I was always into DeFi and NFTs, and I always thought like mining was out of my realm. Like it was out of my league. I didn't mainly because of the cost of GPUs. You know, I don't really have it like that to be buying like a $5,000 machine for mining crypto and hoping I break even. Like that's a lot of money. I'd go lose it. I'd rather go lose that in some rug pulls. But the XenBlocks thing, I'm actually inspired to participate, and it really has me learning a lot, learning about this Python stuff and, you know, these different GPUs. And I learned about CPUs, and I know all about the AMD Epics now, and how huge core, the different cores work and everything. So it's been a ride for sure. I'm along for the ride, and we're gonna keep going.
All right, let's fucking hash.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
That's for the DGNs and OGs.
All right, on that note, we're gonna wrap it up tonight. It's been a Monday. No. Hope everybody has a good Friday. Hope you guys take it easy tomorrow. If you're working, have a good day at work. If you're partying, have a good night partying. We'll be here. We'll be back tomorrow with another crypto stream. Probably a later stream. Probably do like a 8 or 9 start time. Friday night hangout. But as always, I hope you guys join the membership. We'll have the private streams this weekend. You get the Zen.game alerts. I also have in the description a link to my Vast AI referral. So if you're looking to GPU mine, you could actually use my referral link and then become a member, and we both get some kickback from Vast AI. And then we'll have a one-on-one session where I help you set up your miner. We should be starting the one-on-one sessions this weekend if you're interested. It'll likely be on Teams or Discord or maybe even Telegram. We'll do a screen sharing session. I'll walk you right through. It's one of the perks of being a Hashhead member. So I appreciate everyone being here. Thank you for your time. Hope you guys have a good night. Tree City West is out. Hope you guys stay zen.
That's for the DGNs and OGs.
My end show button's not working. Uh-oh. I think I lost my end show scene. Oh no, here it is. All right, good night.
You